Hi, and welcome again to another TerranScapes new release. With the recent release of the new rules of Warhammer, well, recent being within the last year, I've had some people inquire about whether I was going to make any terrain specific to the new rules. So I thought I'd start simple. I probably won't develop too many pieces, as a lot of the pieces that I already produce could be modified or easily sort of proxied for a lot of the new terrain pieces. But one of the things that they include in the new rules is a Scree Sloped Hill. So I gave this some thought as to what would be the simplest way, most effective way to convey that, set it apart from normal hills, but not unduly raise its cost through complicated carving or excessive work in texturing the surfaces. So what I decided to do is I took a 1.5-inch hill. This is a pretty large hill. Let's see here. This is about, well, this is almost 12 inches across. And in this instance, of course they vary a little bit, but this is about 9 inches wide. And I basically just shaved down the side to give it the look like the side of the hill is sort of collapsing down, and then just covered it with some simple gravel, and then added in a few bits of flock here and there. Not flock, I'm sorry, different kinds of foliage and bushes and whatnot, little bits, just to kind of break it up and give it a little bit more visual interest. So I actually had intended to develop it on a 1-inch hill, and I thought that it might look a little bit better on a 2-inch hill, give it a little bit more presence, and give it a larger slope to sort of cascade down. There's not a lot really to say much more than that, except that one of the things I noticed is with this level of texture, it actually facilitates placing models on it a little bit easier than you might normally have. These are separate movement trays here. There we go. Well, still going to be, well, maybe a little challenging for some ranked up units, but it gives you a little bit more of a gradual slope to approach. And I guess the model sliding down sort of gives it that effect of this Scree slope. In any case, the size of the top of the platform is large enough to accommodate 3-4 ranks deep of 5 wide troops, or some variation thereof. And of course, there'll be other modifications to the shape. Each one's hand cut, so there'll be a little bit of a variation. One of the things I was thinking of when I made it, though, was whether I'd need to base it, because typically when I do 28mm hills, because they're a bit heavier, especially with the added stonework on here, I'm always a little bit concerned about the thin edge and whether that's going to withstand abuse. And I think in this case, even though it's not based on hardboard, it's just the polystyrene foam board, it's actually reinforced enough with the stones that it's fairly resistant to impact, and it should hold up quite well, which again will help keep its costs down. So in any case, there's a quick peek of the new hill. This is going to be available on TerranScapes probably by the time you see this or shortly thereafter. You can always take a look in the new release page to see links to where they're located on the site, and there you can see close-up photos of it. They will give you some of the detail of the piece as well as its pricing, and you can see, of course, the other products that are in the TerranScapes terrain line. That's at TerranScapes.com, and I hope you've enjoyed this very quick video, and keep your eyes out for other new releases and custom project videos to come soon. Thanks.